It wasn't scripted, but it became the defining moment. One small laugh, calm, measured, and loaded with meaning. Jamie Kern Lima didn't fire back, issue a statement, or try to humiliate anyone. She simply laughed. And that single sound pierced Meghan Markle's polished public image more than any negative headline could. It wasn't cruel or loud, but it carried the weight of someone who has seen the performance before and isn't buying it. The moment came on Jamie's podcast, Meghan's first guest appearance outside her own tightly controlled productions. No crew, no pre-approved talking points, just two women and microphones. When Meghan tossed out a veiled jab calling Jamie a user and hypocrite, Jamie didn't flinch. She smirked, then let out that dry, effortless laugh, the kind that says more than any rebuttal. Why did it matter? Because Jamie Kern Lima doesn't need Meghan's spotlight. She built a billion-dollar brand from scratch, not through inherited fame or marriage into royalty, but through grit. She once wiped off her makeup live on TV to show real skin, no edits or filters. That honesty helped her sell IT Cosmetics to L'Oreal for over $1 billion. Her credibility is earned, not curated. So when Meghan tried to undermine her, it rang hollow. Meghan's brand has become a blend of curated sadness and staged empowerment. Every challenge framed as injustice, every fallout blamed on others. Jamie, by contrast, sells resilience, mentors quietly, and invests in people without turning it into PR. Meghan's attempt to throw shade at her was like trying to dim the sun. Jamie didn't need to defend herself. Her life story is the defense. Countless rejections, years of persistence, and a scandal-free rise to the top. Meghan, meanwhile, has seen her network shrink, from the royal family to corporate partners like Spotify and Netflix. The fatigue isn't about her being outspoken. It's about the sense that she's performing empowerment rather than living it. That's why Jamie's laugh resonated. It didn't dismiss pain. It dismissed the performance. Empowerment isn't a brand. It's a way of life. Jamie lives it. Meghan markets it. The contrast exposed a deeper shift. The Meghan Markle narrative, once fresh, now feels repetitive. Empowerment, injustice, victimhood, repeat. What was once disruptive has turned into background noise. And Hollywood doesn't invest in noise. That no longer sells. Producers are losing patience with delays, shifting narratives, and the heavy management required to work with her. The Sussex brand has become unpredictable, which in the entertainment industry means risky. Jamie represents the opposite: steady, drama-free, credible. She doesn't need to monetize her struggles or orchestrate public sympathy. That makes her quietly powerful, and potentially threatening to someone who thrives on controlling the story. On that podcast, Meghan was supposed to be the inspiring guest. Instead, she became the cautionary tale. While Jamie spoke with calm conviction, Meghan's points felt recycled, old grievances repackaged as life lessons. True growth moves beyond who hurt you. Meghan kept circling back. Even her take on empowerment felt self-centered, each story returning to her own pain. Real empowerment doesn't demand the spotlight. It earns respect without it. Industry. Insiders have noticed. Calls aren't coming like they used to. Deals are harder to land. It's not personal dislike, it's exhaustion. Meghan's relationships often feel transactional, her narrative too tightly controlled. Every conversation is a potential minefield. In contrast, Jamie enters a room bringing stability, not spectacle. She's trusted because she's consistent, not because she's loud. Meghan could have used that podcast moment to show openness, to accept challenge without framing it as an attack. Instead, she tried to reframe the exchange as another case of being wronged. But Jamie's laugh wasn't about ridicule. It was a boundary. It was the unspoken statement that not every woman will follow the victimhood script. Behind the scenes, Meghan's brand fatigue is real. People aren't against her, they're just tired of curated sorrow, vague accusations, and scorched earth fallouts. Jaime, meanwhile, keeps building her legacy quietly, with sold-out launches and an untarnished reputation. Meghan once held the power to shift culture. Now she's fighting to hold attention. In the end, Jamie's laugh wasn't an insult. It was a mirror. And in that reflection was a truth Meghan might not want to face. The world is no longer buying the act. Real empowerment doesn't need an audience, and Jamie Kern Lima has been living that truth all along.